What's up, guys? Andy here. Hope everyone is having an amazing morning. So, market open is about to take place. If you've been with us this week, we've stacked. We've taken a pretty good bit of profit. We're running pretty good. We'll go ahead and take a look at what we got floating. So currently, we're floating at $316,000 in profit on these trades. We are stacked pretty heavy in sells. We've got this one big sell still up here at the top. We took some partials along the way from last week's trades. If you follow me along on the private Discord that we have, we made some massive moves. So kind of what I'm looking for today, look at this 30-minute candle just opened. I want to see how it reacts to this upper trend line here. If you're currently not in trades, we kind of explain this a little bit. If you're not in trades now, I'm holding these. I'm still bearish on the market as a whole. We could push up above this little trend line here. That's the 30-minute. If we do, your push, I don't think it's going to be that big, more minimal than anything. So if we look at the 1 minute, here's kind of what we got. And let me do this number here. Not too big of a rush for pushes today, because if we have our push down, right there should be our rejection on that. See where this dot to dot meets that trend? That's rejection coming down. But if it gets on top of this trend, then obviously that's buys up. That's why I'm looking for a downward move. And then, like I said, we're not doing anything at the moment. We're holding steady. And reason being is 1 minute is showing us pushing up, but still feeling my bearish moves, and I could be 100% wrong. But as of right now, no trades for me. I'm entering. I want to wait for further fall down, and I would look for something below this area of consolidation. So basically where my sell is for my 0.05 is where I'd be looking for entries on the way down. I'll enter another one if it decides to go down. We'll enter that one at a 0.25. We'll see what happens. Might as well put the sell stop. I'm just stacking positions. Let's see, we'll go something like that right there. Right below that box. But yeah, man, we've had a crazy, crazy week as far as profits have been concerned. Just unreal. Trades have been stacked perfectly. It's been nice. All right, I'm going to clear this chart up. Once we've done our one big thing once we do the markup, I'm pretty big at just moving everything, because at that point we don't have much to go off of, especially on this 1 minute. On this 30-minute though, we've got, like I said, you really have about right. I like that. I like being on these candles here, this area here, and these candles here. And then what we see in each of those areas is this right here. Got rejection. We have rejection. This is all on the 30-minute. And then we have a little bit of rejection right there. So being that we've rejected 1, 2, this could be the third time on a trend line that's a 30-minute. That gives us a total of, 46 hours of rejections. So, and we'll play it out and see what happens. Obviously, that wicked me in pretty good right there, huh? Can we see gold? I have no idea. I've not looked at gold yet, to be honest. Oh, excuse me. Yes, I did get triggered for my sell in there. I got put in on that really bottom wick right there, which we got tons of positive equity. So I'm not too concerned with it. And that's why I said when we're taking these trades on these rejections on these 30 minutes like this, be sure that you're taking these trades based on equity that you've got. If you're running equity, if you're not running equity, then I'd say, why are you not trading with us in the private Discord? Because then you'd have tons of equity. So now all these trades up here, this was taken, as you guys know, this big trade you had. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw the big trade that we had on market open on Sunday. Actually, I'll just show my trade history. It's much better that way. So you can see this right here is where we closed out. So we had all these entries for sells. We closed these out. We also had the massive buys. You see all the blue lines over here. And these were all the buys that we had. TP was right here. Then we went ahead and entered sells, took trades here, and then just started stacking sells in this 30-minute rejection area, stacked more in this 30-minute rejection. So this area right here is going to be a prime area here and here. So entering any trades in this area, we're also trading this in this consolidated area. And this is what I was explaining to the team at the beginning of the week. Anytime you're trading like this in consolidation, you're going to have a lot of movement that's going to range. So, we had range of 272 pips, which isn't terrible, but that's still a lot of range. If you're over leveraged, that hurt your feelings a little bit. So now where we're at is we've got this area in here of consolidation. I'm trying not to sneeze. We've been trading this one for 30 hours. Whew, there was the sneeze. So anytime you're trading this consolidation, just be prepared for, some bouncing back and forth and stuff. I don't want to turn off my trade levels. Let's trade history. Turn off trade history. Now let's clean this chart back up here. There we go. So the entry that I got wicked in at is this entry here. I'll put a color on it because we have so many entries on this chart. So we will turn this color into today's entry. We'll make it spring green. I like the lime better. Lime green. There we go. All right, so that's today's entries. That way we can at least see it there. And then the zones that we're playing that I'd like to play would be here on the swing low, like that. And then where's my other chart at? That chart that I've got. I've got so many US30 charts up here. So it's on this daily one. Yeah, right there. So that's that bottom bot. Where's that fall at? 30,493. 30,493. 30,493. 30,493. All right, perfect. We'll sit here and watch this thing. I'm going to go through the questions and see what we got. If you draw out a Fibonacci on the 4 hour, it's kind of holding at the point which is also strong daily resistance. Appreciate that, Alex. Unfortunately, I don't use the Fib on anything. Can you tell me what the yellow dot indicator is called, please? It's just called a swing high, swing low. It's a swing high, swing low. So it's just showing you the highest and low points of it. And they basically act as Fibonacci zones. If you throw them on here, you'll see they line up pretty good. But I just use it to see the highest points and lowest points, and I do wick fills. And it typically shows you an area of support and or resistance. And good morning, everybody. So yeah, if we look at that daily, basically we had a daily break right here. So if you look at the daily candles, did not mean to do that. Just moved our entry point. If we look at that right there, we had a daily break. And this little wick right here is still playing in this zone here. So what I would like to see is a play in this zone right here below it. I got a box right there that it didn't take. Let me delete that out of the way. I'd like to see a play somewhere down here and then break that 30,493 zone, which remember, I'm swing trading this, obviously, which is why I still have my sells way up here, and I'm still holding these at the daily rejection up top right there. And just watching how it plays out. That's it. Do you see it popping up? I mean, it could. It must. I mean, it most definitely could pop up. I mean, you're playing a. If you look at the 30-minute right here, you've got that right there, and it's trying to get on top of that trend line. And if it pulls up, it's going to retest this area right here before you'd see another rejection right there, which isn't terrible. I mean, it's only 187 pips, but I think I'm in almost 2,800 pips in play mode here in profit, so I'm not too worried about it. Yeah, it is a very boring market open for sure. Dun, dun, dun. Let's see. And we have news at 10 o'clock. So that could push us up too a little bit. Excuse me. Where's your stop loss for the trades you entered this morning? I don't have any stop losses on the trades I entered this morning because I have floating positive equity. So basically, the way that I look at my trades is I've got 310,000 of 308, 309 now of positive equity within these trades. So whenever I see this number, like let's say this number got to half at like 150-ish or so, then I would just close everything in here and I'd have 150,000 in profit. Or sometimes I may exit out of a trade. So like if I look at the 0.25, that's negative 2K right here, I could go up here and close this trade out and it would cancel that trade out. So that's why I say if the trade I picked today, be sure you've got the positive equity trading with us. This is one of my main accounts. I've got this account. I have an account that I trade just Forex pairs. And then I have an account that I trade crypto with. Phantom. Yeah, dude, you've had an amazing week. Phantom has smoked it this week. You guys, you did amazing. I'm proud of you, bro. You can get the dot on if you go to carboncapitалfx.com and go in the back office and type in, well, don't even type in, just scroll down to helpful videos and scroll all the way down to the bottom. You'll see where you can download a thing called the lifelines and the template, and it'll all be in there. Everything will be in that area. Let's see here. What is your reasoning on entering so many trades around the same areas? Talking about the picture of all entries you had on US30 yesterday. I'm stacking these entries going down. I still think that the market is bearish on daily, and we still have zones that we have to fill in. So I was stacking entries, and then I would close partials on the way down. So that's it. Excuse me. What Discord? So it's the Pip Connect Discord that I have. So we have a private Discord community. It's been going on for 3 years. The community itself's 3 years old as of July. That's I think July the 6th. We're 3 years old. So, excuse me. Is there another Wickfield zone you have your eye on the 30? I don't right now. I mean, I'm this zone up here, which is that 31,000 area. is where I'm kind of watching to see how this plays out, and see if we can reject up there again if we push up. This is Carbon Capital. Carbon Capital doesn't offer funded. It's a personal account. Stacking is more riskier than just taking a few trades. But again, when I'm looking at the overall picture and I'm still bearish in the market, by stacking, I gross more profit. I have the dots on Carbon Capital. Can you explain the other confluences you use? I don't have any other confluences. I use mainly just price action, and then the dots I use as anchor points for any of my trend lines, and that's it. I don't have a signal lifetime channel. I have an EA that gives out signals on Telegram. It's garbage, but so many people ask me about signals that I just create an EA, let the EA run it, and people want signals, they can go get it. I don't like it. I think it's garbage. I would rather do markups and trade live and teach people a way of trading than just giving out signals. Yeah, big plans for the 4th of July with the family. That's it. We're just going to be chilling with the kiddos, having a good old time, relaxing and chilling, and that's it. It'll be very low key. I think the parents are coming over for a bit, and it'll be nice. Amen to that, man. Amen. How about you guys? What are you guys doing in here? Man, I saw the buy coming up. Man, I saw the buy coming up. It's my 30-minute break, but I'm still bearish on my moves, man. Let me guess. You caught it and murdered it. Q Banks just texted me. He was like, I don't know how you didn't see that buy move. And I mean, obviously it was a 30-minute break, but I'm, playing my rules of the 30-minute rejections here and 30-minute rejections here. I put it right below that break and it bit me. That's hilarious. I love it. Thanks, Q. And that's one cool thing I like. Within the trading community, we keep each other honest. So I love it. And Q, if you're still watching this, congrats. Congrats on the big day you had. I still haven't closed out yet. I'm still holding. I love it. Yeah, man, we got everybody going here. I'm going to be down. I've got some red, and I don't care to show my red. So here's all my red that I've got right here. I've still got floating, but the only thing that's saving my butt's this GU trade I've been holding forever. So we'll see if this thing can turn around on me. But everyone in here, man, is giving you a shout out. Oh, man. So I had a bigger position, GT 3911. So my bigger position's up top, up here. This one here was $50 a pip. This one here was $10 a pip. This was $100 a pip. And then these trades down here were stacked. This one here was, I think I stayed at $10 a pip. This one was 10. This was at a 30. And then I've just closed partials and protected those positions. Mad Mikey. No, guys, I'm far from the GOAT, man. I've said that a long time. I'm just a dude on here that trades, having fun. I am not a GOAT by any means. How would you guys feel about getting Q Banks on here one day? I wonder if I could talk him into getting on here and doing a trading nut live stream with me. I think that'd be fun. And I know Q would be down for it. Q's always down for stuff for the people. Y'all show some love. He's watching it. So if you guys want him to do a live one Friday or something with me, you better throw some fire in this chat. Because Q's just not going to jump on if he doesn't think people doesn't want it. So there we go. Now we see some emojis. Yeah, man, I really, in just my outlook of what I mean, obviously it's a big push, massive push, but man, I really like, close this out. And here's the thing, I can be wrong. I've been wrong many times in my life, many times, but I'm still liking the push through that area right there, which I still have my buy down here at $35 a pip too. So that way, if all these get knocked out, that gets knocked out, I close this trade here. I can close this trade, and I'm still up. So I'll take that all day. See what this thing does though. I love it. Yep. They've spoken, Q. They want you to be on here one Friday with me. So let's make it happen. Hey, Andy, your humble attitude puts you in the GOAT category. I appreciate that. One thing that you guys will recognize, I mean, like, you know, I'm a humble dude. I'm old as crap too. But one thing that you'll find, because you'll hear people say that, like, man, you know, Anthony, you know, he's got this, and this, and, you know, Q's got this, and this, and they're always in their fancy cars, and they're always being blunt with people, blah, blah, blah. But one thing that you guys will find is Q is and I say this because he's on here. Obviously, we've got to hang out, but Q's a humble dude as well. I mean, I watched this guy sit and talk for almost 5 hours to people that some of the people he didn't even know. Answer questions, take pictures, everything. You're going to find that a lot of us on social media, we'll get blunt at times and we'll get aggravated because we get so many messages about stuff that make no sense. So sooner or later, you're just kind of like, guys, this is it. Like, point blank, this is it. So a lot of humble guys in the industry, sometimes you just don't see that side of them because, I mean, social media, you can't hear tones of voices. You can't see the demeanor. But there's a lot of humble dudes in there. Dun, dun, dun. What do you think about the 5-minute trend line? If it breaks, would you consider that a solid entry? I mean, technically it's broke the 5-minute right there, and it broke the 5-minute right there, and it broke the 5 minute there. So that's a solid entry under 5 minute. Can you explain again why you remained on sales even though we had a 30-minute trend line break? I took my sell before the 30-minute trend line break. So give you the guys the rundown. Whenever we look at this on the 30-minute, and whenever I'm doing my trend lines, I always will ignore flat candles here and flat candles here, and I'll just try to get a good trajectory. Oh my God. So when I put my sell here, I was hoping that this rejection in this area here would not hold shape, and if it did, it'd shoot down. And when that candle come down, it wicked me right there, shot up. Good morning, sweetie.
Daddy.
Yeah, sweetie.
Also, he needs to go in English school.
He needs to do what? Why?
Last night he got angry because me and us were playing that mystery game about all the movies.
Yeah.
Well, he would buzz with black and red.
So you're saying your brother needs to go to anger school? Fair enough. Well, go tell that to Mom. We'll send him to anger school. I love it. So yeah, that's what I was looking for. I'll see how many times something rejects. So we've been rejecting throughout this whole entire trend line. So if I wouldn't have got hit into this and would have broke this and that, then I'd taken a buy entry there. But I've got enough equity between all these trades here that I'm just going to see how this plays out in this zone, watch it from there, and that'll be it. I'll see here. I would love that. I've been watching. You know what? I'm going to throw this up here real quick. Bam. There we go. Good short if it breaks the 5 minute dot to dot. Lovely. Hard to explain, but thanks. A lot of brothers need to go to that school. Yeah, my son's crazy. He's very competitive. Very competitive. So we'll watch this and see how it plays out. Got something in my mouth. Yeah, my son's very competitive in everything. He wants to win everything. Oh, excuse me. Do you like entries on lower time frames? If I'm scalping on US30, I'll trade on the 1 minute. I just got the 5 minute on here because I hate having 1 minute candles on here just bouncing. So I'll just go to the 5. It consolidates a little bit more. My most favorite timeline is the 30 minute and the 1 minute for US30. 30 minute if I'm looking for, bigger pushes, moves. 1 minute if I'm just trying to get in those scalps. Man, my kids are jamming upstairs. They're having a concert. Clean this chart up so I can see the naked chart. As your private Discord, you said you trade live every day. Not every day, typically Tuesday, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. And then there's some days where there's no trade setups, where I just don't like the setup at all. So on those days, I won't trade. Is there something you want to tell everybody? Yeah, move the camera here so they can see you, sweetie. So what's up, Q? What's up, Daniel?
Hi.
What's up, Zach? Tell everybody what's up. You're getting shy now, aren't you?
No.
Yes,
Where
sir.
are you going today?
Well, today is a crazy day. I actually have to go to work today.
What work?
Yeah, I have to go to work.
What work?
One of the businesses that we're invested in had some employees call out. And I said, you know what, guys? I'm going to come work with y'all tomorrow. So I'm actually going to go work.
Can I go?
You won't be able to go to this job.
Why?
Because you're not old enough. You have to be a specific age to go in there and work, sweetie.
I don't want.
It's not like the businesses that we
I
own.
don't want to go 15.
Well, you'll have to today.
No.
Yeah, it's not like businesses we own where I can just take you in. This is businesses that we're invested in that we own a small part in. But I was like, you know what? Sometimes you got to go help.
Yeah, but
Oh, this is my daughter.
I'm in Minecraft pajamas.
Yeah. Please give me advice. Where is the place for me to get your signals? If you go to thepipconnect.com, you can get them. But man, I'm telling you, the signals is garbage compared to trading with us and just like being part of the private Discord. I promise the signals are garbage.
Daddy,
Yes, sweetie.
when do you think we should put Wilson into English?
I don't know. You'll have to ask your mother about that.
Mom, she said that we're going to put him in English school.
Okay.
Yes, he just got mad because I didn't help him pour out some toy cars, and also I didn't help him, so I said no, and he got mad.
That's life. It happens. I have people get mad at me too, and I tell them they should go to anger school. Will you do a 4th of July discount for the Discord? I'm not big on doing discounts, especially on holidays like that. I don't like to use a holiday to push a discount, but I do have some fun stuff coming that's going to help people as far as getting into the Discord at a lesser price. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you saw where I started doing text alerts. So I've got a text alert subscription that you'll be able to be part of. And that will give you access to like the Zooms and all that stuff. Any of the markups that I do on the charts, you'll have access to, and it's all done via text. So that way you don't even have to download an app. You don't even have to have Telegram, Discord, nothing on your phone. It's just sign up, you get a text message, boom, you're good to go. I can't make it easier than that. So what I was talking to my daughter about is we're invested in a few local businesses, and one of them is just extremely short staffed today. Extremely short staffed, and it's a service business. So I mean they're dealing with people, and they got people coming in and out all day. And I was like, guys, I was talking to the staff yesterday, not even the other business owners. I was just talking to the staff. I was like, guys, I'm gonna come to work today, and they're like, oh no. Andy, you can't do that. You can't do that. We could never ask you to come in and work. I'm like, guys, I'm coming in and working. Putting on my work pants, my work boots. We're going to get some stuff done. So at 10:15, I got to start getting ready and I head into work. Get it, Randy. What is my daily TP? My daily TP is going to be, see where I'm protecting this buy right here at this area? That is, my buy is at the bottom of that wick that hit right there. So anywhere that it gets within the bottom of this zone here, this 30,190, 30,180 is the push I'm looking for. That puts my top entry up here at almost 2,800 and some odd pips. I wanted a 3,000. I've never had a 3,000 pip trade closeout. 3,000 pip trade closeout would be right there, which would be 29,995. Would put me at a one position 3,000 pip trade. Andy, now why would you want that? That sounds pretty silly. Because my largest trade I've ever closed out on one single position was 2,700 something pips. And I was like, man, I just want a 3,000 pip trade closeout. So that's it. That's what I'm going for. We'll see what happens. Hey, Andy, I saw you use Bollinger Bands lifelines. So yeah, you're talking about the channel surfer right here. Bam, that little guy. I loved it because it looked cool. It gave me a sense of just kind of direction and breakouts. Like how I had that breakout right there, and it works. It's cool, but I'm just, man, after trading on this chart right here where it's just naked, I like it. I like trading a naked chart. Also like trading a gamble chart. So a gamble chart is, if I go here, you'll see where it says right here, blank gamble. So that's my gamble chart. So basically what I'll do is I'll just look at price, and it's more of a mental thing and visual thing, cognitive. So it's like exercises that you do if you're playing baseball, golf, tennis. It's just a cognitive exercise with, fast motion. So I'm watching it. I'm like, all right, where's price going? I'm just seeing how much price is moving up or down. So I'll just make a line. So I'll say, right here is, a line, and then put another line like right here, kind of space them out a little bit, maybe do another one here. And I'll just watch how it interacts in here and where it bounces the most, where maybe it rejects the most, where it falls. And then if it falls past my bottom line, I'll just click sell. If it blows up past my top line, I click buy. So I don't see candle formations. I don't see anything. It's just a price line. And I've done this on a few Zooms on the private Discord. And we'll just come on here and scalp, playing the lines. And it's fun. It's like a game to me. So, excuse me. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, Danny. It's just, it's hard to get good workers, and no fault of their own. I was talking on a podcast last week about that, and they're like, Andy, what's your thoughts on where workers are today and why there's such a shortage of them? And I was like, because people have found there's different ways of making money. I probably shouldn't talk about this on a live, but I'll go for it. I talk about stuff like OnlyFans. If you've got an Instagram account and you're putting pictures of yourself at the gym and pictures of yourself in a bikini and all that, which I know OnlyFans does more than that. Trust me, I'm well aware of it. But there are people that'll pay to see, you in a bikini and you in a gym outfit. And it's like, if you're a waitress or a server or a bartender and you're making $1,000, working the weekends, you can make $6,000 a month doing something like that. People have found that they can open up their own businesses, lawn care, gutter cleaning, pressure washing, detailing cars, and they can make more money than they do at their day job. There's a guy that comes through my neighborhood, and he's like a handyman. He'll do anything: pressure wash, landscaping, mow your yard, pressure wash your house. He's got a cleaning crew that'll come in and clean your house, you name it. And guys, he was an attorney. He left being an attorney to do this work. And we were talking cars the other day, and I was like, man, you like cars? He's like, dude, I love cars. I just want to stop by and, chat with you for a bit. I see you already got yours parked out here. And while you're washing it, figured I'd just come by and chat with you for a bit. And I was like, cool. And he actually has a McLaren 765 on order that he's got coming in. And he showed me pictures of some of his cars. We're supposed to meet up and have a little cruise, but he left a really good paying job to become a handyman. And he was like, I enjoy it. I enjoy being a handyman. I enjoy not having to deal with everyone else's BS. I'm on my own time. And we're also in a society now where people don't mind paying for that. If you rewind back 10, 15, 20 years ago, people wanted to mow their own yard. People wanted to pressure wash their own driveway. People wanted to wash their own cars. People wanted to, change their own oil in their cars. They wanted to change their own brake pads. Everyone wanted to do their own stuff. But now we're in a society where we think about time with everything. So it's even like me. It's like, I like mowing the yard. My wife loves mowing the yard. As you guys saw last week, she mowed it just because she loves it. But there's things that I think about of would I rather pay someone to do it or me take care. So like my hot tub, needed just a good cleaning. We'd had a ton of people over, a ton of parties. And I was like, we just need to drain it. We need to pressure wash it. I do it about twice a year anyway. And I was like, but I don't want to spend the 2.5, 3 hours doing it. So what I do, called up one of my buddies. I was like, yeah, you want to make some extra money? He does pressure washing. He was like, yeah, what do you need? I was like, need my, hot tub detailed. Cool. And he did it, saved me 3 hours. That was 3 hours. Me and Hannah and the kids all went out, ate dinner, hung out. I think we took the kids to Chuck E. Cheese that day, let them play while he was here working. So people started looking at, well, if I don't have to mow my grass, if I don't have to wash my car, if I don't have to pressure wash the driveway, if I don't have to do any of the landscaping, I'm going to save about 7 hours a week of my life. Well, let's say you're someone that makes really good money, like really good money. So let's say you're making $120 an hour, maybe even $80 an hour. If you can save 6 hours of your life to do something you want to do, and the person doing that work is only charging you $30 an hour, then technically it's worth your time to pay them and not have to do it. So, we're in a society where people are realizing the value of time, and then other people are taking advantage of being able to charge people for their time. So, it's good and bad all in the same thing. It's bad because your service industry is just getting wrecked. There's a fancy steakhouse that we like to go eat at here. And when they first started up, you could go in there and sit down and, in an hour and a half, you were in and out. And we went there and ate week before last, and it was almost, we missed, I think 3 hours by like 15 minutes just because they're short staffed in the kitchen. So, and then a lot has to do, like Jason, like I said here, the work ethic, it's not the same anymore. It's almost like what I preach. You can get on a computer and push a button and make money. All right. Thank God we're finally in profit on that trade. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see here. How's my buddy doing on here? I gotta look to see if he made it or if he got wrecked. I got a buddy of mine that's trading Forex for the first time ever in his life. And he deposited like $10,000 into his account or something like that. I forgot how much it was he deposited. And he was like, trading, bro. He's like, I'm not going demo, going straight live. And I'm like, ooh, what a day to trade. But hey, it'll make a man of you really quick. So my dude, Mr. Bell in here, caught hugs and sells. So, brother, I'm glad you got some hugs. They were probably needed this morning. Got you. So my wife, Hannah, she got her hair redone. So her hair, hold on a second, I was about to go crazy. So her hair is jet black. And I just saw her walking on the side of the house. And I was like, why is this woman walking around our house?
I scared myself this morning. I was so weird.
You scared yourself when you looked in the mirror?
Well, I was just doing this, and I'm not used to my hair color being different, and I jumped.
Did y'all hear that? My wife looked in the mirror and scared herself. That's what I have to live with. It's scary.
Come on,
She is scary.
Show her.
Show her? It's not show her, it's show them. There's a ton of people on here.
I don't know what I'm looking at.
Oh, it's a camera, baby.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, it's black.
When you do your OnlyFans, it's the same thing.
No, I don't have one of those.
I'm not used to it.
Oh, man. Hey, man, what do you think about USD? Have no idea. Haven't looked at it. A trade I am in is NU shorts, and I don't know how they're playing out. Oh, they're playing out amazing. So on Anthony's live yesterday, I said, take NU shorts and give yourself about a 12 pip, stop loss. So about right here was your stop loss. we entered the trade on this candle right there. So you had 5 pips of drawdown, and the trade's currently setting at 84 pips in profit. So I think that one now is running. Where's my NU at? Yeah, there's my NU right there. So it's $8,400, but sitting 346 right now. Let's see where this trade can take us. Where's my? Aha, there it is. There's my zone. So if you guys remember when we marked this up, we said this right here would be our next area. Broke trend there and there. Let me go ahead and clean this up and make it smaller first. So what we have is, if we're looking at the 5-minute, this dot right here is your break. So we need a 5-minute candle to break below that zone. I've got to change the color of this though. Bam. We get a 5-minute candle to break below that zone. And our next stop will be in this area right here. So I'll just put 2 lines on there, make it look all nice and pretty since we got time, right? So looks something like that right there. Well, come on, little guy. For you guys that are in the sell, you had a max of 109 pips of profit, currently setting at 63. If these trades make you nervous and you don't want to swing trade it, I mean, obviously go ahead and protect. That way you can't lose the trade. And then if we break this, 30,633, you'll just enter another trade. And that would be a nice little move to around 150-ish pips, give or take. So the trend line break that we had this morning, which was this push right here, it went as high as 173 pips. So not a bad move at all. Would like to get this one down here to this zone, which gives us around a 250-ish pip move, which would be great. Jason Meadows here. Let's see what he says here. He says, first time live with you and made 2K on that 30,955 wick fill. I love it. What's up, Jason, and welcome here. Got Mr. Randy Glass here, banked $1,191 with the runner still in play. I love it. Free. We might as well hit the like button on here. And this one here, are you always live on TradeNut, or is Cam just showcasing you? I'm always live. Cam has given me the reins. He's given me the keys to the sports car on Friday. So every Friday I'm on here doing my thing, having some fun trading, and yeah, man, here we are. So what is my TP for all these trades? Man, so I'm going to give you my TP. Don't hold me to it, please, because it's a TP for personal reasons that really doesn't matter. I've got this entry up here, and I want a 3,000 pip block trade, a single 3,000 pip trade, which puts me right there. So basically anything below 30,010 gives me a 3,000 pip close on the trade. The real TP for these trades technically would be somewhere in this area, this 30,300 to 30,200. You could probably push it as low as 30,100, but I want a 3,000 pip trade. I've never had a trade close that big from just a single trade, and I want it. So that's where I am. I trade in the Dow Jones. Got my dude on here, Big Nose. I appreciate you being here. He's part of the private Discord. So read what he says. Andy is a US30 killer. He is crazy. Being on his group, it's the best. Since I'm with him, I got funded, doing a 1K profit on first day funded, running $400. My dude, congratulations. Congratulations on your funding, and congratulations on your profit. Andy, when will you release the discount for the Discord? Because I need every dollar to it. I'm hoping to get it done today. I'm hoping. There's been I've got a lot of things going on that I'm trying to knock out. Like a crazy man, I scheduled accelerated classes and mentorships and 2-day classes and live Zooms and live tradings and 2 in-persons. I've done all kinds of stuff where my schedule's like, I've had a great team though. Giuseppe, Jeremy, Cody, and Rudy have done a lot for me in these mentorships and teamwork. So thankful to have them there with me to knock that out. So I've got a little bit of coding left to do on the back end for the text messages to be integrated within the Pip Connect. So I'm hoping to get that tested out today and get that done, and then release tonight. I've got a video for my team mentorships that I've got to get knocked out. I had it uploaded on YouTube, and then it ended up airing out. As far as the HD, it would only do like, I think 720 was the highest it went, or 360 or something like that. It looked terrible, so I've got to re-upload that. So just a little bit of work I got to knock out, but I will get it done. I promise you that. I'll officially be looking forward to watching you trade on here on Fridays. First came across you on Anthony's podcast. Thank you, Eric, for being here, bro. It means a lot. We have a lot of people online today, which is pretty amazing. The most we've had on Trading Nuts stream, I think we tapped out at like 200, and I think it was like 40 or 250. We're pushing 284. Man, I'd love to see us break 300. Y'all send this to some friends or something. Let's break the 300 people on this live session today. Like, send the link to a friend and say, join me. Because remember, the more people we get on here, we may be able to say, Q, come on here and trade with me. Let's have some fun. And then if we really get a lot of people on here, we could have just all kinds of fun and get Q, Anthony, myself, maybe Alex, and just a few others to come on here and just act a fool. I trade Bitcoin. I do. I closed all my Bitcoin trades though. So I do not have an open Bitcoin trade. So you would wait for the 5-minute candle close below this zone. The 5-minute candle actually closed up here and then shot down. So the way you would take this trade is, at this point now, it's high risk because this 5-minute candle could push all the way down to here, and then you'd be entering down here. You're just like, you know what? I'm clicking sell, and I'm just going to run it. Just run it. That's really the best way you can do it when you're trading that 5-minute in this zone, because the next 5-minute candle is 4 minutes away. And you can get a push from then, or you couldn't. It's the Russian roulette when you're playing that. What other positions do I have at the? Okay, so all my positions are in profit now. I'll take that. So I should not have any reds right now, right? 0 reds. Awesome. I got to send that to Q. All right, bro, I'm out of the reds. I love it. No, man, I can't tell you guys how, I don't say it enough. If you were at the summit, you heard me say it. But man, you don't know how blessed I am to be, on this trading nut stream. And then you've got someone, obviously I appreciate all you guys here, but to have, Q Banks jump on YouTube, watch it, see the trade, text me, call me out, have some fun with it. It means more than you guys know, because again, I wouldn't even be on this Zoom live trading with you guys. I wouldn't even be trading Forex had it not been for Q Banks. So, for me, it's humbling. For me, it's very humbling to be on this live, taking trades, and just having Q drop in and then text me and like, bro, what are you doing? We had a buy and you didn't take it. So, it's a humbling. That's all I can say. Because I would not be in this position trading. I wouldn't have met the people I've met. I wouldn't have business partners that I have in things. I wouldn't have met the Williams family. I never met Brad, Jeff. I'd have never met any of my crew. I'd have never met had it not been for Q Banks. So, Q, thank you, and thank you for jumping on here and calling me out in front of everyone on my live. No, I'm just kidding. Would you say your main strategy is supply and demand? Yeah, because essentially when you're playing cross action, you're playing supply and demand, essentially. Which broker would you recommend to trade altcoin zone if you know any? If you're trading altcoins, man, just jump on like Qcoin or one of them. Just jump on Qcoin. Can we see gold? Can we see gold? I have no idea. I've not even looked at gold. I took gold off my chart altogether. I had a massive push with gold. I hit TP, and I told myself, when I hit this TP, I'm not trading anything with gold. I'm done. All right. Excuse me. Solana, man, I love Solana. I love it. Can we see your history trade? Yeah, most definitely, man. So here's my history. It's sorted. We'll sort it by date. So these were all knocked out at break evens right here. Obviously, you see green, that was TP. So we'll just slowly go up. So lost that trade there. This was a EJ rejection trade that I took. I prematurely entered that trade. Had I waited, I would have actually, had I closed out when I was in profit, I'd have won that trade. That trade at one point in time was like 13,000 in profit. I didn't close it out, held it, looking for a TP, didn't hit TP. Had I entered after the rejection on the daily, I'd have won that trade at like $36,000. This trade here, I should never have lost. That was a US30 trade at 33,000. I accidentally, when I was trading this trade, when I was moving my stop loss, and I was on a live, and when I moved my stop loss, I let go of my mouse, and because I was using my trackpad, I let go of my trackpad because my mouse was dead, and when I did, price hit me and took me out of that one, so I should not have lost that trade at all. This EJ sell at 10, that was me being dumb. I was watching another trader, and he was like, "Yo, sell EJ, let's go," and I'm like, you know what? He may be right. I'm going to sell EJ. So I sold EJ, and that didn't work out as planned. So, and then I had another loss. That's a withdrawal. Just because everyone's like, if you're trading a real account, make a withdrawal. I'm like, cool. It says it's real. And then this trade here was a buy on Nas that I took. That was a gamble buy. I was doing a class that night. And I just said, hey, you guys say buy or sell. And they were like, sell. So I went against them and clicked buy and obviously lost that trade. This sell on US30 here, that was I just closed it out. I got tired of looking at it. Was heading out for the day. I don't remember these US30s here. And yeah, I mean, that's it. So pretty clean record there. More blues than red, and that's what matters, I guess, right? The trade community always tuned in. Love to see it. I love it. Why is price struggling to push down further? Because we're watching it. EJ tanked this week. It did, and that's what I'm saying, man. Like if I would have not acted prematurely, and I would have just kept, like, look at this. When you look at my trade history, you go to this daily. I mean, that right here is where it come back and knocked me out right there. And I'd entered here. I just needed a retest of that daily. So I needed to wait an additional 3 days. And that would have been a sick trade. That would have been about probably $50K in the bank on that one. So, it happens to the best of us though. What is your regular stop loss and pips for US30? I typically would play these swing lows. So like if I enter a trend line break, so for example, let's say that you had a trend line break that looked like this right here on that dot to dot and it broke, your stop loss is the last swing high, which is that one there plus 10 pips. It at the monthly 50 SMA, that's why it's struggling. See what happens. What would you be looking at? US30 saying now is bullish. I'm still bearish. Andy is just eating kid on his private Discord. I love it. Dude has so few losses that he still remembers them. Yeah, I really don't have many. if you look at this, I've taken a total of 96 trades because I added up last night. I had a guy ask me. So I have 96 trades. I've lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've lost 8 trades. So I'm almost at 100 trades and I've lost 8. So that's not too bad. And that's since March. Love the transparency, brother. Thank you. How old is this account? I started this account in March. I think it was like March 26th. The big dogs trade oil. Man, they do. I traded oil when I was a small dog. Made a lick on it. It's actually what helped started funding my Forex trading because I didn't want to pull out of any crypto. How do you feel about mechanical trading strategies? Never looked into them. Still holding GU all day. Wow, man, you're absolutely killer. Never seen anything like this before. I salute you. Thank you, Jeffrey. I appreciate you being here. I'm just a little dog, though. Y'all have a great weekend. Thank you, Andy, for sharing knowledge. Thank you, Jason. Be good, bro. Have fun and be safe out there. I had to text Q back. What is your swap feel in that GU trade? Ooh. I don't even want to know. Don't even want to know. Where's my GU at? I don't even have my swap fees on here. Man, y'all are going to make me see it, aren't you? Columns. Swap. Not bad. $3,600. Now I got to remove that column. I don't like looking at that column. Because on my Bitcoin trades, I've had swaps that were like, I think 42K on my Bitcoin trades. Can you please show us your top-down analysis? Best thing to do, cartoon motion, is when this is over, just go back and you can see the whole video. Andy, how do you decide which dots to connect for zones? You just start connecting them till the ones look the best. Like if you didn't trade this buy up and you were trading, looking for the sell, now that we have this little here on the 5 minute, you could do this, and that's your 5 minute dot to dot, and it snapped it right there. Bam, just like that. Still bigger than our accounts, man. Those swap fees ate me up. So Olivier at 30,250 is a massive rejection zone. It's a key level to observe. He says a buy is coming. Would you place an order at the break then? Yeah, but we've already broke, so you wouldn't be placing anything right now. So guys, I hate to run because this is an amazing Zoom, and I really wanted it to hit that gray box before I close, but I know it's going to probably the moment I get off this live, it's going to go thunk and hit it. But as promised, I make promises, and I've got to go fulfill them. I told these guys I'd come in and help them. I don't want them to be behind. They're going to start getting hammered at probably like around 11:15, 11:30, and I can't have that happen to them. So I've got to get things together and start heading that way. But let's see. Why did you suggest a 5 minute below the zone versus a sells top at 10 pips below? 5 minute candle close was just safer. And that's where, the candle closed right there. So, you missed your entry by 11 pips, but you're currently 77 pips in profit. So what are the dots and how do they fit into what you're doing? The dots are a godsend from heaven, period. All you have to do is connect the dots with trend lines and magic happens. Want to see something cool? Watch this. I haven't looked at it on the 5 minute yet. But actually, let me take it back here. Let's go with 30 minute. So see this bottom dot right here? And I'm just going to see if this works. It may not work. There you go. So all I did was I went up here to find just a good trend line. So that trend line I found right there. And I like that because that's where it broke. I mean, essentially, your trend line it could go like that, but we have a touch here. We have a touch here, rejected, came touch, broke, retest, and fell. And all I did was take that same trend line and I drug it to this bottom right there on that 30 and look at that rejection. Oh, bro, that is cold. I'll take that. So like I said, man, the dots are everything, period. Let's see here. Whoa, y'all had a lot come through. I won't place right away. Of course, we'll need candle confirmation all day. Have a good weekend to yours. Man, y'all have a good weekend. Yes, I do have my own YouTube channel. If you just search Andy Peters, and if you got, I'll drop some stuff in here. So YouTube is going to be Andy Peters. If you want to learn more about the dots, search Kirk Wheeler Andy Peters. For the private Discord, you're going to go to www.thepipconnect.com. For Instagram, it's going to be at Real Andy Peters. I had a hiccup. And that's all my information right there. I do want to say this. You guys have a safe weekend. Okay, it's July the 4th weekend. Me and Hannah say this every July 4th. Every July 4th weekend, we have a death. Everyone, since me and Hannah have been together, which is 18 years, every single July 4th, we've had a death and we've had a funeral to attend and someone to bury. Sometimes it's as crazy as just drinking too much and going in the lake and passing out and drowning. Yeah, some of it's not even their fault. We've had friends hit by drunk drivers. We've had friends just do stupid stuff, OD. We've had friends get depressed, deal with suicide. So July 4th is coming up. It's a fun time to celebrate. It's a fun time to be with friends. Remember, there's nothing more important than the life that you have. There's people that are going to love you and miss you if you're not here. And I want everyone to be safe. Everyone that's on this YouTube here, trust me, someone loves you and wants you in their life, hands down. So if you're out drinking, you're partying, use YouTube, use Uber, use Lyft. Think about the decisions you're making and those that are around you. There's too much to be had in life to throw it all away because of a party. So I want everyone to be safe as you're traveling on the roads. Be safe. And yeah, that's my message for you guys. And Business Beyond, it means a lot. This guy right here, I want to give a shout out. He says, wishing your grandfather a speedy recovery. If you guys don't know, my grandfather has been going through a lot. He's almost 90 years old, and it's been tough on the family. So, for you guys to remember that while us on here trading, it means a lot. It means a lot. So thank you guys so much. And last and not least, I want to give a shout out to Cam for allowing me to take the keys to his Trading Nut stream. Be sure that you like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and share this with your friends. This is something we do every Friday, unless I'm traveling or on the road, to give you the idea markup. To give you the markups that was taking place so far and where we're at. We did miss this buy up. I took a rejection instead of a buy. It bit me in the butt. The break happened right here, but I took the buy. It wicked me in there. I was in a total of 254 pips of drawdown. Now total of 209 pips of profit. If we get into this box, 250-ish pips of profit. So I'm almost at profit as much as I was in drawdown. I'm okay with that. Floating profit right now, as you guys remember, at one point in time, is 267 of this stream. Let's see where we're at. We're now at 372. So we're higher now than what we were when we started the stream. Because when we started the stream, I was right here. So we've gained a little bit. We're all blues, no reds. And we're going to hold this out, see what happens. For you guys who are trading, if you're in this sell up here, when it hits this box right here, be sure to protect your entry. Protect your entry means you click on it like this. You go up, let go, and then you pull it in front of it like that. Okay. And then I want you to close partials. That means you're going to double click on the entry right here. You're going to go, crap, didn't mean to do that. You're going to find your entry. Sorry. You're going to find your entry here, and you're going to double click it. It's going to bring this box up. You're going to go in here, and you're going to change this to half. Obviously, it's 25, so I don't have half of 25. So we would do 12. When you have 12, you're going to click close. That's going to close half that position for you, and it's going to allow you to secure some profits. By protecting that, it's going to allow you not to lose the trade. And now that keeps us on every single live that we've had. We've not lost. We've won every single trade that we've taken on the live with Cam. Outside of that, for the entire year, we have only lost 5 trades. And that's it. So we're taking it. Now, obviously, on my personal account, you've seen other trades more than 5 losses. I've had 8. So excuse me. And those were some of the ones that I took personally. That I would have never given out to anyone because they were a high risk trade. And I was probably, on the juice over here when I took the trade. No, I'm just kidding. So again, I got to head off here. Got a lot of work to do. I'm going to look through these comments to make sure I'm not missing anything that's important. We got someone on here from Malaysia. So I greatly, greatly appreciate you here. Thank you so much. Where Jeffrey asks a good question. Where do you plan to take profit on this? On my trade, I'm looking for that 3,000 mark, man. I'll run it in the ground. Kurt Oliver's on here. Brother, have a great one. I appreciate you. Mad Monkey and everyone, obviously be so well. Do you have something similar to the dots on TradingView? Pivot, swing high, swing low points, but they're not the best, but they work. And my dude here officially doubled in 4 months. Bro, I appreciate you. You're a beast. He came to my 3-day class and straight lit it up. So, dude, glad to see that you're doing well. I appreciate you. And guys, that's it. So I'm going to end the live stream. Got to take care of some work. You all know where to find me. You can find me on Instagram at RealAndyPeters. It'll be the blue check mark. I will say I do not respond to many messages on Instagram. I respond to messages within my private Discord. My private Discord is where I live. The reason I say that is in my private Discord, I know that people are putting back into something that I have built. Therefore, if they're contributing, I'm also going to contribute as well. So it's like if you're asking for my time to answer questions, jump on a Zoom and do things like that, then I know that you're also putting forth the effort by being part of my community versus someone on Instagram who's going to ask me questions. I'm going to respond. We're going to go back and forth for 30 minutes, and that person may not even be supporting what I've built. So if you want to find me, you want to interact with me, you want to interact with my team, come check us out on the private Discord. Be looking for my Instagram for the text messaging updates and everything I will be dropping this week. And outside of that, y'all have an amazing 4th of July. I do lives every Friday here on Trading Nut. And then on my private Discord, I typically go on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday as long as I see a good setup. If I don't see a setup, we do not trade because guess what? The best trade, you guys get out a pen and paper and write this down. It's something you're going to remember. The best trade that you can ever take sometimes is the trade that was never taken. How many of you have had an account that was blown or had a really bad trade and you're like, if I'd have never taken that trade, I wouldn't be in the position I'm in today? And sometimes that trade takes shape because we're chasing the money or we're chasing the setup. Let the setup come to you. This morning, I'll personally admit, I chased that setup, okay? I reacted extremely quick to it instead of letting that 30-minute candle pull out. Instead of letting it push and seeing where it went, I made that mistake. Had the godfather of Forex actually call me out on it, I did that. I made that mistake. I reacted. I jumped the gun. I pulled the trigger too hard. Now, did it hurt me? It didn't hurt me because why? I have positive equity. I have positive equity, so I wasn't too worried about it. If I had not had positive equity, then that'd have been, guys, that put me 25 pips. 150 pips in drawdown or 250. I forget now. It was this entry here. It put me in 250 pips of drawdown. That's not ideal. And I stayed true to where I wanted to trade. If you guys notice, if we take a trend line and we draw it on this dot to dot right here, and then we take that same trend line and we catch going up like this a little bit, and I guarantee you, if we put a fib fan on that and we do that number right there, there we go. If we look at that, basically where we broke right here and slammed down, that would have been my entry. So my drawdown would have been would have been zero. I'd had zero drawdown and would have been 233 pips in profit with no drawdown up here. So again, not ideal. Now, utilizing this fib fan, this is the one thing I do like to use because I used to use pitch fans. When you get this dot to dot, I'm sharing some secret sauce with y'all. Hope you're paying attention because this is it. I have to get off here. When you do this dot to dot, if you take this fib fan, okay, so say you've got your dot to dot here and you get the fan, all you've got to do is click here and see where these fans get on the bottom of your last trend line like that. Put that 61.8 on it, and then that's going to break down all of your entries for when you're coming back down. So you could have had entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, and ran that all the way down. Simple as that. I hope that works for you guys. Y'all have an amazing day. Come back and watch this video, study what I showed, learn from my mistakes that I made by jumping the gun early. We still won the trade. Obviously, I mean, I'm still bearish on the market. I wasn't worried about it. We also didn't reject. If you look at this 5-minute zone, you notice we had this big wick fill here that runs all the way across. We never got on top of it. So I was never worried about it. We're solid. That's why I held the trade. So go back, study this. You're going to see why I held the trade, how I held the trade, where the trend lines visually went. You'll be good to go. Y'all have an amazing weekend, amazing 4th. We will see y'all next Friday.